Yes, they have. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final game here on the Brevard Sports Network. The final game of the ECC second round playoffs taking place here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, which, by the way, I want to start off tonight by saying thank you to Ormond Beach. Ormond Beach has been such great hosts. When I got here this morning, I didn't know what really the setup was. I didn't know, where I'd be broadcasting from. I didn't know what this place looked like. And I got up here and I saw a press box, and so immediately my eyes, as a broadcaster, your eyes light up when you see a press box. And so, of course, the first thing I do is I kind of start making my way towards it, but looking for, an administrator. Well, I find an administrator from the Sand Crabs, and he says, "Yeah, you're more than welcome." He goes, As long as you stay out of the clock operator's way, you're fine. We don't even have a PA guy." I said, "Sweet." Got up here. I've had two great clock operators. I forget the name of the one this morning. Huh? Honey. Clock operator Honey? Oh, Connie. Miss Connie was my clock operator this morning. She was real fun with. And David here has been my clock operator for the last two games and going to be here for the third game. He's been awesome to bounce conversation off, and great guy who I've heard rumors he might be in Brevard County. I don't know. Well, I'm just trying to make sure no one's after you. But no, he's been a great guy, helping me when I miss calls, because I don't see him, he sees him. He's been helping me out. And ultimately, it's been a really great day here, and we have one final game left. The Suntree Vieira Hawks are taking on the Satellite Beach Scorpions. Suntree Vieira Hawks led by running back athlete Derek Schmadicke, and the Scorpions led by Jacory Mills. Two great athletes. And we've seen this matchup happen once, but that was 2 weeks into the season. It's really hard to beat someone twice, which makes this game all the more fun. As you're viewing the coin toss here, we'd like to thank our sponsor tonight, Space Coast Resurfacing. You can count on Space Coast Resurfacing to not only meet but exceed all your needs and requests. Learn about the many services they offer at their website at www.spacecoastresurfacing.com. Call them for a free estimate, 321-652-1103. Here we go. Shake hands. And it's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. 14U action. Two rivals, Suntree Vieira and Satellite Beach. Here we go. This has been another big matchup again. These are two teams that they always look forward to the opportunity to play each other. Got our first comment in. Let's go 14U Scorps. Sebastian Troyan, the quarterback for the Suntree Vieira Hawks. Mikkel Zades. What do you mean no sound? Can anybody else hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Okay. Well, I have it up on another device and we have sound, so Troyan, you might have to log out and relog back into the broadcast. If someone could type that in for her, that would be very much appreciated. So here we go, getting set for kickoff. And Total Leather has struck in. And there we go. Didn't see who had. I love their jerseys, but I don't. It's hard to see. They have those red jerseys, the gray with the red jerseys, and then those red numbers. Again, in person, when you're sitting up close, I like them. As a current broadcaster, being a couple stories up in the air. Zades under center. Check it, that's not Zades. That's Ja'Cory Mills. Mills runs behind the blocker, stiff arm. Ja'Cory Mills gets run out of bounds. And of course, for this game now, they move the chains all the way to the other side. I liked it when the chains were on this side. It was easier for me to tell. It's going to be second down and about 4 for Satellite Beach. Mills under center. Ja'Cory Mills fumbles the football. And they'll lose a couple yards on the play. Third and 5. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 for Sunshri Vieira. Go, already a big 4th down here. Mills. Yep. But, I'll say this to Miss Catherine Shinsky, when you're in person, like down on the field level with them, they look cool. First down for Satellite Beach. I didn't see what happened. Someone came up to talk to me. But it's a 1st and 10 Satellite Beach. And there's a hard scrum in the middle. Huh? Yeah. All right, let's see who lines up at the quarterback position. It's Zades now. Mikkel Zades lines up under center. And he's going to try to take off. Cuts up inside. And he'll be brought down. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Satellite Beach. $7:24 left to go here in the first quarter. That's Ja'Cory Mills. Mills trying to get around to the outside. Mills cuts up, runs into one of his own blockers. And he's still found a way to get 2nd and 3rd effort. Almost leaping towards, and he will pick up a Sunshri Vieira Hawk first down, or a Satellite Beach Scorpion first down. 4th down, no, the chains went to move early. So Ja'Cory Mills went fighting and stopped just short, but it's 4th and 1. Zade's under center. Check that, it's Ja'Cory Mills. Mills stopped in the backfield, and Ja'Cory Mills gets stopped in the sun, and that's a victory for Sun-Tree Viera defense. Huh? Yeah, they are. And the Sun-Tree Viera Hawk defense comes up with a stop. And now we get a chance to see the offense come out. Now listen, if you're the Sun-Tree Viera Hawk offense, you got to capitalize right now, because you can only slow Ja'Cory Mills down for so long. Number 1, that's Sebastian Troyan. Troyan hands off to the back, and he is fighting his way, runs square into a defender, might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Troyan comes back to the huddle. Schmadicke in the backfield. And the handoff to Derek Schmadicke. Schmadicke bounces off a tackle. Schmadicke down the sideline and finally wrestled out of bounds, but not before picking up a Sun-Tree Viera Hawk first down. And the chains. And there's a penalty afterwards that's gonna, it's a personal foul penalty. I would have to assume that's the only thing after the play that would be of the 15-yard variety. Number 21. And there's Schmadicke, who will get stopped in the backfield. Grandma and Grandpa Moss watching from Winter Park. Troyan in the gun. Wow, what a pass deflection. And that was Ja'Cory Mills. Yes, he does. There's a reason why I told you what I told you earlier. Yeah. Well, he's pretty much just an athlete on offense. He can line up at quarterback. He can line up wide out. And defensively, he'll play linebacker. I've seen him play D-end. Troyan steps back, fires. He's taking a shot to the end zone. And great coverage. Intended receiver was number 13. That's Riley Simpson. Troyan. And I don't know who moved first. Offsides on the Scorpions. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 5. Maybe closer to 6. Again, I liked when the chains were closer over my way. Sends them back in. Troyan calls for the snap, drops back to pass. And he will be sacked. And Ja'Cory Mills will get credited with the sack. And with 4:23 left to go here in the first quarter, as we have the water break, like to welcome in the Schmadicke grandma watching in Kansas. Angela Estrada says, "Let's go Scorps." While we have this time out, I'd like to continue talking about our great sponsor here. I say our other great sponsor. American Air and Plumbing. American Air and Plumbing is Brevard's go-to pros for Florida Tough AC and plumbing services, and proud sponsor of the Brevard Sports Network, Florida Tough Player of the Month. So here we go. And there's Ja'Cory Mills on the carry. And he'll have enough for a Satellite Beach first down. Zade's in the gun. Mills in the backfield. Gives off to Ja'Cory Mills. Ja'Cory Mills tries to get to the outside. Makes a man miss. Gets down the sideline and finally escorted out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6. Zades fires, it's caught, and knocked out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Mickles, Papa, and Grandma watching from Kentucky. Go Hawks. Derek's uncle watching from Missouri. It's about 3rd and 4. Zades in the gun. Zades drops back to pass. Quick slant, and it's caught. Makes a man miss, and that's a first down and then some. And that will be enough to definitely move the chains and keep this drive alive. Very glitchy. Oh, come on. Is anyone else having issues with glitchy coverage? Because if there's glitchy coverage, there's 3 minutes left in the first quarter. I'll switch to a straight Facebook Live. There's getting stopped. I understand Miss Troyan's having glitchy coverage. Is anybody else having glitchy coverage? Like, is it bad? There's Zades. Hands off to Mills. Mills cuts upfield. Mills has a lane and finally brought down and out of bounds, but not before picking up a first down. And Mills is slow getting up. Injured player, and that's Mills. Okay, so that's somebody else who says the broadcast is freezing constantly. All right, well then, all right, yeah, I'm seeing it. It's freezing on my end too. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the broadcast and I'm gonna start up another broadcast. It'll be I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a straight Facebook Live then. Testing. All right, folks, we are back here live for the Brevard Sports Network, and Ja'Cory Mills is being walked to the sideline. All right, we are back. I do apologize. And taking off there. It's going to be 3rd and 11 here for the Scorpions. Zades fires, nearly has a completion. Great defense there. Again, folks, I apologize. We've been using that our program all day long, and I think we just kind of got to the point where the phone was the program cut out on us. So again, let's thank the sponsor. Our sponsor is in the description. Space Coast Resurfacing. Here we go, 4th and 11 for Satellite Beach. Scorpions fire. Deep shot and incomplete. He was wide open, was the receiver. That's number 9. That's Braylon Stroop. And Stroop nearly had himself a touchdown. But instead, it's a turnover on downs. Again, for those just tuning in, I apologize for the broadcast cutting out. We've been running good with it all day, and I think something about the signal might have disappeared. Something to do, but this will be right here, and here comes Schmadeke. Schmadeke with a stiff arm. Schmadeke out of bounds, and that'll be enough for a Suntree Vieira Hawk first down. And there's 56 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Wow, yeah, that. No problem. Like I said, for some reason, our program didn't 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 feel like working. Score is 0-0 here in the first quarter. 56 seconds left to go. Troyan, 1st and 10. Hands off to Schmadicke. Schmadicke runs into a pile, and he'll pick up a gain of a couple yards on the play. He'll give him 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Hawks. Troyan gives to Schmadicke. Schmadicke brought down in the backfield. And number 5, I believe, was in on the tackle there. That's Paul Ostrander. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. We are scoreless here as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. 0-0. This is turning out to be a really good game. Neither team wants to go home. Second round ECC playoffs. I'll do a better job of giving you time and score. Again, 0-0 as we head here into the second quarter. Fresh 10 on the clock. And it's 3rd and 12 for Suntree Vieira. I'd like to welcome Kyle Berry to the broadcast. Troyan calls for the snap, drops back to pass, takes a shot. He's got a man, but he overthrows his receiver, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 12. Most likely a punting situation here. And the punting unit comes on. Number 23 set to do the punting. Stephen Moore for Suntree Vieira. And that's a high, deep punt. And it will be returned. And dragged out of bounds. Number 6 on the return. That's Colton Brown. And I believe that's Riley Simpson on the tackle. You got lots of glow sticks and lots of lights here in the crowd here at Suntree Vieira. Under center. And that's going to be Zaid. Zaid's fighting for yards over there. Here we go. And Zaid's back in the gun. 2 backs in the backfield with him. There's the handoff. And he is being wrestled down. Tackle made by number 3. It's number 39 on the carry. Check out 36. That's Trey Sawyer. And number 3 on the tackle, that's Dimitri Jean making the tackle. And Zaid's in the quarterback. Drops back. Surveying the field. Takes a shot. And great defense there by number 3. That's Dimitri Jean. And Jean incompletion. That's 8-19. We're still scoreless, 0-0 here in the second quarter. This is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Satellite. Zaid's going to take his own, slides off a tackle, and brought down from behind. I believe it's number 87. That's Alex Hockman. And Hockman gets credit for the sack. And timeout taken by somebody. $7:57 left to go here in the second quarter. So they're checking out a player. All right, so he's down. We're going to go ahead and turn away from. So so here's what happened. He went to go in the huddle, and I guess he stumbled or did something. The ref thought something was off, so he called a stoppage. And so now he's getting the player looked at because I believe the ref was saying he took a shot to the head, top of the head or something. And you know what? I like the fact the refs have that ability to step in because look, with all the new technology, with all the new technology and all the new information we're finding out about CTE and the effects it has on people. Start with the kids. You protect the kids so that way they can grow into be adults, whether they grow up to play sports or not. You still want them to grow up to be functioning members of society, and that's what you saw there. The referee stepped in, said, hey, something doesn't look right. Let's make sure we're getting you looked at before you continue playing this football. 7:48 left to go here in the second quarter. And who moved first? Illegal procedure called on the Scorpions, and that's going to make this third down even longer. Timeout, Satellite. Now, something to note, we have not seen Ja'Cory Mills come back in the game. He was injured in the first quarter, and we have not seen him come back in the game. Just a note to keep aware of. As the players on the sideline are begging. They're begging the Suntree faithful to keep up the energy. Right now, there's a whole team meeting. Everybody is off the sideline for Satellite Beach. Zaid's under center. Zaid's is going to take it right up. Zades will gain a couple yards on the keeper. Seven minutes left to go here in the second quarter. No score, 0-0. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be Ironman football right now. Snap. Punt is up, and it will take a satellite bounce as it was bouncing backwards. Great job downing it by number 42. Number 42 is Houston True. I got to stand up.
Number 70 keeps staying over here. That number 5 on red is punching him, so just keep an eye out.
All right. Gives it to Schmadeke. Schmadeke brought down immediately. 6:30 left to go here in the second quarter. Troyan hands off to Schmadeke, and Schmadeke trying to run through tackles and getting wrapped up and taken to the ground. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Hawks. I'd like to welcome everyone watching here on the Brevard Sports Network. We've had a great day of football. Troyan with the hard count. Didn't get Satellite to jump. Now he drops back to pass. This is 3rd down. He's got a man wide, but he overthrows everybody, and it will be 4th down. And that'll bring up a punting situation. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Space Coast Resurfacing. You can count on Space Coast Resurfacing to not only meet but exceed all of your needs and requests. Learn more about the services that they provide by checking them out at their awesome website at www.spacecoastresurfacing.com. All I'm going to say is watch it in the comments. We do not tolerate the slander of student athletes or coaches in a disrespectful way. So I'm just, there's your warning. And look at that, say let's go defense, and that defense came up and made a play there on 1st down. There's the back. He's got himself a 1st down and then more for Satellite Beach. And that will keep the drive alive. Score is 0-0 with 4:27 left to go here in the second quarter. Timeout, Suntree Vieira. I want to believe. I believe that's 2 for Century Vieira and 1 for Satellite Beach. I very well could be wrong too. But I don't remember Century Vieira calling a timeout prior to this one. That's not to say that they didn't, but I'm just saying I don't remember. Then again, there's not much I do remember after this long day of football. There's number 10 going around the outside. And number 10, that's Matthew Hawley. So far, the only program of Century Vieira to win was the 6U. It's the only program heading to the ECC championship from Century Vieira. Satellite has 2 other teams heading to the championship. Fumble on the snap. And the Hawks make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 6 or 7 for the Hawks. Or for the Scorpions. Check that. Scorpions. There's a swing pass out to a back. Makes a man miss, but eventually is brought down by number 22. So that was number 33, James Love, on the reception. And that was number 22, Nicholas Soltz, who comes up with the tackle, and that'll bring up 4th down. Eddie Montanez tuning into the broadcast. Timeout, Century Vieira. I believe that is their 2nd timeout they have used. 2:18 left to go. No score here. Alex Goins tuning into the broadcast. 0-0 Satellite Beach and Century Vieira. Okay. Soltez, got it. Drops back to pass. Zades fires and it's caught. He's got open field. And that's enough for a Satellite Beach first down, and they're inside the red zone as the receiver is having a hard time getting up. That was number 6 on the reception. That's Colton Brown. So Colton Brown will have to leave for one play. He's trying to go back in the huddle, but referee said, nope, you went down with an injury. You got to go out for one play. Zades in the gun. This is first and 10 inside the red zone. Zades picks up what he can and gets out of bounds. Right. Number 22 for Suntree Vieira. Soltez. Caught and dropped. There was number 9 on the tackle. That's Colton Brown on the reception. Number 9 is Micaiah Lewis. Zades comes out, 2 backs in the backfield. Hands off up the middle. And that charge led by number 14, Lucas Seeloff. And Seeloff led the charge there into the backfield. It's 46 seconds left to go till halftime. Timeout called by Satellite Beach. I believe that's their final. .4 seconds left to go in the half. No score. And it's 4th down. This is a big stop for Suntree Vieira if they can pick it up. You don't want to give up a score 2 minutes left in a half or 2 minutes into the first half, into a half. So absolutely, John Smith. 4th and about 6. There's Zades. Zades trying to push the pile forward. And it will be a stop. It looks like a stop by Suntree Vieira. He stopped short. 35 seconds left to go in the half. Now, what do you do if you're Suntree Vieira? Do you take a knee, go into the half, and try to make adjustments, or do you try to take a shot? 35 seconds left. I believe Suntree Vieira has 1 timeout. So do you see if there's something open over the middle? Maybe give yourself 2 shots here. 35 seconds left. Or what do you do here? Troyan gives it to Schmadeke. Schmadeke runs right up the middle and brought down. 25 seconds. And I think the coaches just might be content letting it go to half 0-0. And we're going to half 0-0 is your halftime score. Here at halftime, absolutely nothing. I got nothing planned. I'm going to take a break. And folks, go get whatever snacks you need. Go ahead and go fix dinner real quick within the next 10 minutes, because you're not going to want to miss second half action, because this is power football. This is who can outlast who. 0-0 heading into halftime right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network as I'm going to unpin this comment. But there's still no score. But we're just not at halftime no more. Here we go. Yep, he said, let's get on with it. This game could be longer than it already needs to be, so. It's going to come down to which coach made the most adjustments. Which coach made the most adjustments and, how serious there's a couple injuries that happened in the first half that, the major injury that so far I'm not seen, Ja'Cory Mills for Satellite Beach has not returned since being injured in the first quarter. And that's a big blow to the offense and defense. I mean, because when you talk about just the athlete that he is, and that's a nice line drive kickoff, and it's going to be picked up from inside the 5, and you don't run backwards when you're inside the 5. And that's a big pin back. You're sitting at about the 3 to 4 yard line. You got to have better awareness than that. Troyan hands off to Schmadeke, and Schmadeke smashes into the defensive line. Couple yards on the gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 8. And there's a toss out to Schmadeke. Schmadeke trying to get to the outside, but that defense of Satellite is pretty quick getting sideline to sideline out there. Good job containing the edge, and Schmadeke gets a couple of yards on the play. Brings up third and 6, 3rd and 7. Gives it to Schmadeke again. Schmadeke trying to just continue plowing forward, and he'll pick up a nice gain of about 4 yards. 3-4 yards. Going to be 4th down at about 3. So you're seeing and somebody's late getting out there on the punt team. There's a snap. Beautiful punt. And they're going to say let it roll on through. Hey, Keziah Holmes just scored a touchdown for Florida State. Way to go, Keziah. The former Cocoa Tiger. I have no idea what happened in college football today. I've been so zoned in to this playoff football, but thank you for the update. Oh, Zage drops the football and will be down as his knee touches the ground. No score. Zades rolls out, and now he's going to take it himself. And he will take a shot. Picking up some nice positive yardage. Where's the yardstick marker is the question. Huh? I don't know. Oh, there it is. There's the yardstick marker. And he hands it off to a back. And that's going to bring up 4th down. It's going to bring up 4th and 7, 4th and 8 for Satellite Beach. Could be a big swing of momentum. Zage drops back. Avoids a tackle. Avoids another tackle. And drops him. That'll be short. And that'll be a turnover on downs. 5:19 left to go. No score here in the third quarter. Suntry Vieira gets the ball with an opportunity. And the picture looks okay on my device. Let's go Hawks, number 9, Micaiah Lewis. And that's offsides on Satellite Beach, so it's first in. Sends a shot. And there's going to be a flag for pass interference. John Smith, I currently have the game running side by side on another device. And I think it might be the connection on your end, because the stream does not seem to be lagging on my other device that I'm watching the game on. Okay. So it might just be Mr. Smith's connection. So here we go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate. Yes, it is still 0-0, but Suntry Vieira marking, and there's a catch. Sebastian Troyan to number 23, Stephen Moore comes up with a catch. Yes, it's still 0-0, and all right, well, it also might be devices, or because I'm getting a bunch of people saying that the stream is fine, that it's not lagging. I'm currently watching the game on another device that's sitting right next to me that I'm not broadcasting on. It looks fine, so. But a big completion there. The first big completion of the night for Suntry Vieira. Troyan to Stephen Moore. Okay. I was only asking because I just want to make sure, because like I said, I have a device that I'm watching the game on, and I know my clock operator is too, and so neither one of us are having issues with it. So score is 0-0. 4:49 left to go here in the third quarter. Sebastian Troyan with Schmadeke in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. Troyan rolling. Steps up, fires. Wide open, into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntry Vieira. Number 6, Timothy Sedaros. But there is a flag, and look, it was holding. So I'll say this: when you're getting blocked, when you're blocking two guys, and all three of you go down, 9 times out of 10, you can rule that as holding. But again, Timothy Sedaros, another one of those athletes that you talk about, but we haven't said his name once for Suntry Vieira all game, except that touchdown that was now taken off the board. Wait a minute. Okay, so they went back to the. No, they were going back to the original line of scrimmage and then walking it back. Troyan is going to hand off to Schmadeke. Schmadeke runs over a defender, runs over another defender, and finally brought down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And things are getting a bit tense there out on the field. Look, these are two rivals. Neither of them wants their season to end tonight. It's the second round ECC playoffs. Troyan steps up, fires. He's got a man. That's Timothy Sedaros, drops the pass. An uncharacteristic mistake. Sedaros had it. Again, an uncharacteristic mistake from him. That's usually he's one of the shortest hands on the squad. Huh? Zero, 3:33 left to go in the third quarter. Troyan is on third down. He gives it to Schmadeke. Schmadeke runs over a defender, and Schmadeke takes a hit. Technically, that was not Schmadeke. That was number 44, Riker Thomas. Sorry, that was Riker Thomas. I apologize on that one. No, normally when there's a back in the backfield, there's usually nobody else but Schmadeke, so my fault for assuming. And Thomas still in the game. 4th and 11. Fires, and great defense. That was great defense there by number 8. Lawson Gobelli. Lawson Gobelli played excellent defense there to keep that one from being completed. But there, you saw it. Suntree Vieira had those opportunities, but how many of those opportunities are they going to get? Zades. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's a touchdown! But wait a minute. Touchdown, Suntree Vieira! Number 22, Nicholas Soltez! Everybody stopped. Everybody stopped like they didn't know what was going on. Like almost as if there was like an inadvertent whistle. And the white hat was like, I don't know why y'all are stopping, keep playing. So Soltez rips the ball out of Zade's arms, and Soltez with the score. And yeah, the white hat is having to look the offense and coaching staff in the face right now and telling them to get back. And let me tell you what right now the satellite coaching staff is saying right now. They're saying normally you blow that dead. Normally when the quarterback's wrapped up like that, you blow it dead, so nobody blew it dead. Why? And which a legitimate argument. Normally in that situation, the refs would have blown that play dead. But at the same time, if you don't hear a whistle, you've got to, there's two sides to that argument. If you didn't hear a whistle, I was always taught you played till you heard the whistle, the echo whistle. And there's a flag thrown on Suntree Vieira or Satellite Beach. And I think essentially that might result in a 5-yard sideline warning if he hasn't already been given the. But the touchdown still stands. 6-3, pending the 2-point kick, with 2:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, I see both sides of that argument. 9 times out of 10. Kick is up. And no good. Kick is no good. So it's 6-0. Suntree Vieira on top with 2:38 left to go here in the third quarter. look, I have headphones on, but I'm sitting here with the clock operator. No one heard a whistle. Now, yes, typically on 90%, and the clock operator's agreeing with me, 90% of the time the referees will blow that dead because, protection of the quarterback. But, however, no one heard a whistle, so therefore if there's no whistle, the play's still live. So they're kicking from the normal spot. 6-0 Century Vieira on top. So now, okay, the call happened, and that if you're Satellite Beach, how do you respond right now? That's as a coach, that's what you got to turn around and tell your players. How do you respond right now to this adversity? Are you going to sit and sulk on the one call? Because there's still a whole quarter left of football to play. Zades drops back to pass. Zades has a shot. He's got a man, and it's caught. Number 20 on a huge reception. I don't have a number 20 on my roster. So, once again, someone's switched jerseys, or somebody's not wearing their normal jersey, and therefore I don't have a name for that somebody. That's Colton Brown. Now they give on the end around. Colton Brown. And this one's going to be coming back. Flag on the play near the line of scrimmage. So this one will be coming back. Holding on the offense. That's going to back them up 10 yards. And yes, the scorer of that touchdown I guess it's considered a scoop and score. He ripped it out of the quarterback's arms. Scoop and score touchdown is number 22, Nick Soltez. He has the only score of the game, 6-0, Century Vieira on top. And it's going to be 1st and 20. Huh? Gotcha. Zades drops back into, fires over the middle and incomplete. And that's going to get called for a late hit every time. Yep. It's gonna be a late hit, 15 yards. But that's gonna make it now 2nd and 5. Well, it was 1st and 20. Hold on, it was 1st and 20, 15 yards. That's 1st and 5. That makes sense. And there's another handoff. One minute left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 5. Zades trying to avoid, and he'll be taken down. Looks like that was number 15. I don't have a 15, maybe number 16, Jalen Blackman. So 3rd and 5 now for Satellite Beach. Just outside the Space Coast Resurfacing red zone. Timeout, right? Timeout called by somebody. Suntree Vieira called a timeout. Again, this is going to be 3rd and 5. What a day of football we've had. We've seen some strange things. We've seen some things that I haven't seen in a little minute. I've actually seen a double pass work. Zades in the gun. Two backs with him. Pumps, and he's going to take a shot, and he overthrows Colton Brown. And it's going to bring up 4th and 5, or I guess 4th and 7. Fourth down, 5.8 seconds left to go in the third. SBYFL up 6-0. There's the handoff up the middle, and he is stopped. He is stopped by the defense, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that will be the end of the third quarter with your score. Suntree Vieira 6. Satellite Beach with work to do to start the fourth quarter with possession of the ball right here on the Brevard Sports Network. While we have this opportunity, I'd like to thank, again, Space Coast Resurfacing. You can count on Space Coast Resurfacing to not only meet but exceed in all your needs and requests. Learn more about the services they provide on their beautiful website, www.spacecoastresurfacing.com. Kitchen, bath remodeling without the destruction? What? Why rip out when you can just resurface? Call to get your free estimate today. Give them a call at 321-652-1103. Also, the link to their website is in the description of the post. The link to their website, their phone number, the information you need in the description of the post. We'd like to thank Space Coast Resurfacing because without them, we don't know that we would have gotten up here today. And I would have been mad if I missed this. There's Schmadicke. Schmadicke trying to get to the outside and will be brought down in the backfield. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Hawks. This is the fourth quarter. We're just getting ready to start it. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Schmadicke fights hard, gets a gain of a couple yards on the play. Is going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 8. 6-0 SVYFL on top. Sebastian Troyan looking at his coach, and his coach is telling him milk clock. Troyan rolling. Fires, he's got a man, and it's caught out of bounds, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the drive will continue. 8 minutes left to go here in the fourth. 6-0 SVYFL on top. And that's a 1st and 10 for Suntree Vieira. On the reception was number 6, Timothy Sederos. And Schmadicke bursts across for 5 yards. $7:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Two-by-two set. And there's a handoff to Schmadicke. Schmadicke will be hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose about 3 or 4. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7. 7:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. This game has been a tight defensive battle. The only thing separating this game was a weird play. I'll say that. It was definitely weird, but good heads-up football by Suntree Vieira. Drops back, and he's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. He was just throwing, so he didn't take a sack. So that's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 8. And Suntree Vieira is just going to go ahead and go punt it. $6:28 left to go here in the fourth. Suntree Vieira up. And wait a minute. Wait, did they end up calling grounding? That's when the ref puts two hands on his head, that's a loss of down. They must have called intentional grounding, which means that's why it's not fourth down. If they're calling grounding, that's a loss of down, and Century Viera doesn't get a punt. But I didn't see them make the official call. And they're having a discussion about it right now. 6:28, this is a huge call. All right, fourth down. All right, here we go. 6:28 left to go in the game. And there's a beautiful punt. That's exactly what they needed. Ball's out! Ball's out! I'll say if you're Satellite Beach, you got to be thinking, why would you gamble with that? Because that can happen. I always, when I was in high school, I had a special teams coach that would say, listen, if we yell Peter or fire and you touch that ball, unless you score a touchdown, you might not want to come back to the sideline because we're going to, stick a foot where the sun don't shine. Up top and incomplete. Zades trying to take the deep shot there. Zades with two backs in the backfield. Handoff up the middle, and he'll be brought down almost immediately. And it's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. .5:45 left to go in the game. And that throw is going to be overthrown, and there's a penalty flag on the play. And that one came after the ball sit. So that's a first down. All right, so it's 1st and 10 after the penalty keeps the drive alive. Drops back to pass, Zades rolling. Zades fires, he's got a man, and nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted by Timothy Sederos. 5 minutes left to go in the game. 6-0. SVYFL leads. This has truly been a defensive battle. And again, the way that 6 points got on the board was one of the weirdest things I've seen in football. Zage drops back. They're going to throw a screen pass. And there's the screen. There's a first down and then some. And finally pushed out of bounds. The drive continues. But there's a penalty flag. Penalty flag, and it's holding against Satellite Beach. No, it's from the line of scrimmage. Okay. Just when I think I know the rules, I get to listen into the referee's radio, and that's all I'll say. I appreciate the timekeeper for allowing me, but just when I think I'm getting the grasp of Pop Warner rules. Zage drops back. He's got a man wide open, and that's going to be enough for a Satellite Beach first down. They're going to give him forward progress. 4:54 left to go in the game. Folks, this one's getting tight. Officials timeout, water break. 4:54 left to go in the game. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor another time. Space Coast Resurfacing. You can count on Space Coast Resurfacing to not only meet but exceed all your needs and requests. Learn more about their great services from their beautiful website by going to www.spacecoastresurfacing.com. Kitchen and bath remodeling without destruction? What? Why rip it out when you can resurface it? For a free estimate, give them a call today at 321-652-1103. Again, it's 321-652-1103. Here we go. 1st and 10. Zades drops back to pass. Zades fires, and it's nearly intercepted. When I tell you that came inches away from being an interception, that's number 3 over there, Dimitri Jean. Almost looked like he tried a little bait there. He acted as he was fading off the receiver. As soon as Zades made the throw, Jean broke on the football and tried to get him a pick. But again, you better time that just right, because if you don't time that right, that could be going the other direction. Zades throwing the screen pass underneath, and that's out of bounds. 4:37 left to go here in the game. And right now, the Sunshine Riviera is trying to get some fresh bodies in on that D-line. Got Riker Thomas in. Got Dimitri Jean in. On that backside, they got number 43, Chase Blackmore. Number 9, it's Micaiah Lewis. Here we go. Zaid's in the gun. And he gives off to a back, and whistles will blow the play dead. Riker Thomas had the tackle in the backfield. And a coach is talking to a player, a coach is talking to an official, and the official's going and so did they call a 15-yard? 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct? Wait a minute, but that was in favor of Satellite Beach. Okay, unsportsmanlike defense. So the drive continues. 4:31 left to go here in the game. 6-0 SVYFL on top. There's the handoff. And Timothy Sedaros. I'll say this. That was a good play by Sedaros, but you got to be careful what you do. The taunting penalties, those are 15 yards. You don't want to give up another 15. That's actually 15 yards that Suntree Vieira has given up to Satellite Beach on this possession. So far they've given him 30 yards of field. 3:53 left to go in the game. Zades drops back to pass. Zades has got a matchup one-on-one outside, and incomplete, underthrown. I'll say this: that's the matchup he wanted right there. He had the matchup he wanted, and unfortunately underthrew that football. If you're a Satellite Beach Scorpion fan. 3:44 left to go in the game. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Zades calls for the snap, drops back, steps up, fires. He's got a wide open man, and that's going to draw a flag. That's going to be pass interference. That's going to be enough. That's now 45 yards of penalties on just 15-yarders alone that Suntree Vieira has given up to Satellite Beach. And again, if you're Suntree Vieira, you can't have that. You can't have those simple mistakes that. Now someone's saying that ball wasn't catchable, and again, valid argument. But again, that's still now 45 yards of penalty yardage you've given Satellite Beach. And there's the handoff, and he is fighting. He is fighting for yardage. Didn't see who the running back was. Here we go. They're getting the play call in. 3 minutes left to go in the game. SVYFL is up 6-0. And he gives off to Colton Brown. Brown looking for cut-up space. He doesn't have much room. And that's going to be a holding. I believe we're going to get a holding penalty called on Satellite Beach. This, but then, you know, look, Sun Trevere may have given Satellite 45 yards of penalties. Satellite's also been accumulating penalties, too, on this drive. And they give it there to number 42. Number 42 trying to get to the outside. Number 42 cuts upfield. And gets just past the original line of scrimmage. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in the game. This is getting real nitty-gritty. 1:48 left to go in the game. Zades drops back, surveys it, caught and nearly intercepted. And it's 4th down now. 4th and 8. One more stop. And Sun Trevere Fourth and 8. And the sideline is calling for the Sun Tree faithful. As you're about to see this building shake, these bleachers. Drops back to pass. Zades fires. Incomplete. And Sun Trevere will take over with 1:32 left. The lead. Turnover on downs. And they're going to be partying in the city of Vieira tonight. And they're going to hand off to Schmadicke. Timeout. Hold on. Timeout, Satellite Beach. They either have, they might have one more, I believe. 1:27 is going on the clock. Uh-huh. Two timeouts, he said? Two. So I believe we may have just heard 2 timeouts on both sides. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just going what I thought I heard. I could be wrong. $1:27 left to go in the game. And there's Schmadicke. Schmadicke getting brought down to the ground. Timeout. Satellite Beach. But if Suntree Vieira can pick up a first down, they ice the game no matter what now. Third down. Wait. The yard marker says third. But it's third or fourth and long. And dead ball. False start on the offense. Now you're getting into dangerous territory here. It's third and even longer. A minute 19 left. And give it to Schmadeke. Schmadeke burst through the hole. Schmadeke's got running room. Derek Schmadeke is going to put this game on ice. Derek Schmadeke. Touchdown, Suntree Vieira. There is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. And it doesn't take the touchdown away. It'll just be affected. But I think that officially puts this game on ice. 56 seconds. So as I didn't get a chance to say, touchdown, Suntree Vieira. The run that sent them to the ECC championship. And the kick is blocked. But that's not a matter. Are you kidding me? Derek Schmadeke. .6 seconds. And again, that one ices it. There's 56 seconds. You want to talk about a game that, if you would have told me this game would have went this way this morning, I would have looked at you and laughed. I would have looked at you and laughed hysterically. I'm going to unpin that because that's no longer the score. It's 12-0 Suntree Vieira. There are times when you're called on to be a clutch player, that closer, that denier. Derek Schmadeke said, "I am that guy." .49 seconds left in the game. Zades Fires deep, and it's going to be caught out of bounds. Or reception, but pushed out of bounds. 47 seconds. Drops back to pass. Zaid fires, and it's intercepted! Intercepted! Wow, what a way to close out the day, ladies and gentlemen. On a day when we've seen so much good football. No one wants to look at me. No one wants to look at me, camera. Stop it. All Sunshine Vieira has to do is take the knee, and you want to talk about a 14U game that lived up to the hype. Did I get the ice bath? I think I did. I think I got the ice bath. And I don't think Coach Mick has jumped that high in years. The referees are talking, saying they really just dumped Kool-Aid on the head coach. And the other ref chimes in, I know he's cold right now. That was ice cold Kool-Aid, but you know what? I think that coach will take this bath every day of the week if he can get a result like this. The 14U satellite, or this 14U Sunshine Vieira Hawks are going to the ECC championship game. The Sunshine Vieira Hawks and the celebrations will start. Congratulations to both squads making it to this point. Satellite Beach gave everything they had and then some. But in the end, Sunshine Vieira Youth Football, 14U, their season continues. They get to go to the ECC championship that will be hosted in Brevard County. I don't know where yet, but all I know is it's guaranteed in Brevard County. Everybody, thank you for a great day of football. Thank you for an amazing time on a Saturday. To Ormond Beach Sports Complex, thank you to everything you guys did for me. This has been a great game. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm Caleb Brown. And again, yes, let's thank the sponsors one last time. We have American Air and Plumbing. We also have Space Coast Resurfacing. Their information is in the top of the post, or the bottom of our post here. For everybody here at the Ormond Beach Sports Complex, I'm Caleb Brown for the Brevard Sports Network. And you know what, folks? Let's continue to make it a sports night, everybody. Have a good one.